I'm Marissa. I'm a chef from Montreal, and I'll be sharing my favorite childhood family recipe today. So this recipe is one that my grandmother would make for myself and all my little cousins when we were kids. And she'd make us these signature chicken wings that stayed in my memory my whole life. It's sticky sweet soy, honey, and paprika glazed because she was constantly opening the oven to baste these wings with the sauce. Every time she opened the oven, the smell would just waft through the place and we knew something good was coming. I like to use a whole chicken wing. You get more meat, you have more for the marinade to stick to, just makes it more delicious. So the first thing I do with these wings is I pat them dry. Because we're using an air fryer, which is something my grandma might not have used, we want to make sure there is no moisture on our chicken wings. I'm using an air fryer because I don't have all day to cook like my grandmom does. So I've modified her classic recipe, which in my mind when I was a kid, that used to take all day. I've reduced it to about 25 minutes. Pretty much we would just see her go to the oven and baste and baste and baste these wings. The recipes are not written down. It's just passed down through memory. And funny enough, when I asked my grandmom what the recipe was for this, she couldn't even give me a straight answer. So I had to figure it out on my own. What makes these wings so special is just the depth of flavor from the glaze and the marinade before. There's some signature flavors that I only remember them coming from my grandmom's oven. Like nobody else could recreate them or reproduce them until... The signature key piece to this dish is my grandmother's green seasoning. So it's pretty much a blend of fresh herbs. In this one, we've got some cilantro, parsley, mint, chives, a little bit of scotch bonnet pepper, a little bit of allspice, some onion, and it's all blitzed together. And this becomes the base marinade and seasoning for pretty much all our meats and fish. Green seasoning it's one of the things that keeps our entire family together because my grandma makes it herself. And she makes these huge batches and we literally will show up with our containers, our vessels to hold our green seasoning. So every fridge in our family has a piece of my grandma with them, always. While our chicken is marinating, we will move on to making the glaze, that sticky, sweet, salty glaze that gives that extra bit of flavor to these wings. So into a little bit of soy sauce, we're going to put some honey, sweet, sticky. When Grandma was making these wings, it was the waiting game. Everyone's waiting. I had a very, very, very big advantage being the eldest. I was the only one who was allowed to sneak into the kitchen and get a taste first. So professional taste tester, official taste tester. One of the things that really warms my heart is like I can hear my grandmother calling me and just saying like with the spoon, open your mouth, this is for you. In this case, because the air fryer goes so quickly, I'll probably baste 4 times quickly. We'll give them about 5 minutes to do their thing, and then every 5 minutes, I'll give them a baste. A turn and a baste, and a turn and a baste. So they're evenly coated, we get a nice deep rich color, and we're locking those flavors in. So I like using Canadian chicken here because it's local. We are so lucky to be in a country where we have so many farms and we can get such great products, and my connection to my family is so strong. So connecting that with my food makes it even better. So after about 5 rounds of basting, we're there. Our chicken wings are ready. Ooh. And how do we know they're ready? By this beautiful golden color we've got. Not a single drop of this sauce goes to waste. We give them one last hit because this is now my recipe and no longer Grandmom's. I like to add a little sprinkle of my spice blend, fairy dust, just to give a little extra hit of flavor. Some fresh herbs because it makes everything better. And we're ready to go. You guys really want some of these. This is sparking memories of, being in my grandmother's living room with all of my cousins, and I don't know, it feels like home. It tastes like home. It's everything. Making this recipe brought me so much joy. It jogged memories that I hadn't even thought of for so long. And it really reminded me of how much like food brings us together and holds us together. So I hope that you'll make this recipe. Folks will make this recipe, or it'll make them think about their family recipes and, you know, put them to paper. Don't lose them, hold on to them. I love making these wings. I love eating these wings even more, and I hope that you'll also enjoy making them. This is my family's legacy recipe.